All right, Reading Ravens, now it's time to do our four square plot summary chant and do our graphic organizer. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Four square plot summary is good for me because I can see that there is no doubt what my story's all about. And that's right, if we do the four square plot summary, then you don't have any doubt on what it is all about. And that's the purpose of that little chant. Now let's move on to our graphic organizer. All right, so get your reading journals. I'm sure you've drawn it out already. And let's get started with the characters. Who are the main characters that drive the problem and solution? That's what's important because sometimes we have a lot of characters in a story, but they're not important or they're not included in the problem or solution. So let's think about those two. And of course, top on the list is Cardigan Jones. That's right, the moose. He is our number one character who's involved with both the problem and solution. Now the next person that was important would be the judge because he helped us solve the problem, didn't he? And then finally, the townspeople, because without them, Cardigan wouldn't have been accused of anything and we wouldn't have had a story because most fiction stories have problems. Let's talk about the setting. There were two settings. One was at Mrs. Brown's house. That's where the pie incident happened. And at the end of the story, that's where they found the pie. And then the only other place that is important to mention in our setting is the courtroom. Yes, that was a big part of our story that took place was in the courtroom. All right, so now let's move on to the problem. What was the problem? The townspeople were accusing Cardigan Jones of stealing a pie. That was definitely the problem. Okay? Now, what was the heart moment? Where was that moment that you just felt good about things? You got closure over the story. That's right. That was when the judge walked the townspeople, as well as Cardigan, to Mrs. Brown's house, where they actually found the pie in her bush. Therefore, they found out Cardigan was not guilty, was he? Now, what were some of the action steps that took us from the problem to the solution? Well, first of all, in the courtroom, what really started making us think that we could solve this mystery? It's when the judge started thinking about his clumsiness, Cardigan's clumsiness, knocking things over with those antlers. I think that gave him a hint, and that's why he took the townspeople back to Miss Brown's house. And he was right, wasn't he? And that was the next action step. He told the people, let's walk on over to Miss Brown's house, and that's where they found their evidence. Boys and girls, I sure hope you enjoyed this story and this four square plot summary lesson of The Trial of Cardigan Jones by Tim Egan. Readers are leaders. Don't you forget that. So we'll see you back here next time at Reading Evermore, where readers reign.